Me. We have test. Can you hear my echo? Sorry guys, we're just lot of wind is going on at the back there. But winter. We have a special guest this morning from New South Wales. She is a young 19-year-old, I feel, another ambassador, coming onto the platform of Kuki Connect. And she is a beast. I have been watching her journey, and look, this is what I wrote. She's 19 years old. River Lee Alo has become one of the most stars in women's rugby league. She's signed up with Parramatta Eels NRL women's squad. She's a force of nature, blending raw talent with cultural fire, born of Cook Islands, Niuean and Samoan bloodlines. River doesn't just play the game, she plays for legacy. Her journey began with All Saints Toongabbie Tigers, where friendships and community first sparked. Her love of footy, from backyard battles to representatives glory, River climbed the ranks of league, union and touch, proving herself at every level. In 2022, she stepped into rep footy. By 2025, she was leading the charge, captaining the Parramatta Eels Tasha Gale Cup team to its very ever first, that was her first ever championship, and earning the coveted title of Player of the Series. But she didn't stop there. That same year, River was... Oops, 1 second, is that... Okay. River was named vice captain of the New South Wales under-19s Origin team. Like, everybody watches the Origin team every Wednesdays between New South Wales and Queensland. And yes, sorry, our Queenslanders, but yes, she is in New South Wales. I'm from Sydney, so I'm sorry to say I'm still going for the Blues. She has her guiding squad into the field at Sunshine Coast Stadium in one of the fiercest youth clashes of the season. She also represented New South Wales under-19s in both 2024 and 25, showing consistency, leadership and heart. Excuse me, I'm just lagging. And on the international stage, River made her Cook Islands debut at the Pacific Championships in Fiji. Oh my gosh. Who is this girl, everyone? Can you unmute me? Mute me? I'm like, I don't know why I'm thinking here. 1 second, guys. I'll get out of here for a second. Otherwise, I'll just ruin it. Sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. Sorry, River. Never mind, I went out. I'll come back in a minute. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking because you're going to hear it from her. She's waiting on the other side. So everyone, poka kara, and let's introduce River. Kia ora, River. Can you ask her to unmute?
Hi,
River. Oh, how can she hear me? Can she hear me?
She's talking.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, River. Kia ora, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you for coming on today. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you for having me.
Yes, as you can see, this is like, you can hear me clearly?
Yes, I can.
Oh, wow. You're so beautiful, like in the flesh. I would see so many photos of you, and this is awesome. Okay, if you go for Parramatta Eels, everybody, please comment down below. Go Para, go Eels. Blue and yellow hearts for River. All right, let me get back. I have some questions, but before I ask you questions, please can you introduce yourself and tell them which Pasifika island are you from?
Kia ora nā toku ingoa, Rivalialo. I am from the islands of Mangaia and Rarotonga.
Oh, Mangaya, that's so cool. I'm Mangaya. I know we're related. So that's so cute. And your dad is Samoan?
Yes, my dad is Samoan.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. And you have Niuean from your grand.
Yeah, Niuean from my my papa's side on my mum's side.
Oh, Papa's side. That's so beautiful. So we have seen all those pictures and we understand that you were here on Sunday and we missed you. We just missed you. How did that game go?
It was a tough game. We unfortunately lost that game.
Okay.
But nah, I think our team, we obviously have a lot of things to work on, and that day just wasn't our day to play footy.
Yeah, and was that the Seabus or... Sorry, what the stadium was that?
Yes, it was Seabus Stadium in Gold Coast.
Yes, that was on the Gold Coast. Awesome. And all right, so we can see like that you're playing for Eels and then you play for New South Wales. How is that? Like that's a big thing. Like my daughter watches, she wears her blue curly hair all the time and just sits in front like watching. So how is that for you as a player?
I think for me it was one of my goals to definitely play State of Origin, play for my state and play for my family as well. So I think being able to put on the Blues jersey was definitely a highlight for me, especially winning the title back to back from last year as well.
Wow, that is so awesome. And how can I just ask how you're training? How does your week routine look like when you're like, is it every day you're training or do you have a break day and do you diet or do you just eat anything?
So depending on the days that we're playing on, we normally train like 3 times a week. So our trainings are in the afternoon. We train from like 4 and then sometimes we finish around like 8. So like sometimes I get home late, just depending on how long we're at the our training for.
Yeah. I was just wondering like because like you're so, into the sports that was there any time like was there another dream that you had or was it just football?
Well, coming from my family, because we're, sport plays a huge role in our family. So it was like growing up, you're either playing sport. Actually, we had no option. We were going to play sport anyways. But growing up, I played multiple. I think it was my mum. She was a netballer, but we just didn't pursue that. And then my dad was a rugby union player, so I started playing rugby union. And then eventually it led into me playing rugby league. And then I think just kept on playing the sport and then here I am now.
Yeah, do you like both or which one do you prefer, union or league?
I had a passion for both, but there are some when you get to a certain level in your footy career, you have to choose one sport. So I love playing rugby union. I was playing it ever since I was little, but then eventually I had to choose one sport, and then that sport ended up being rugby league. But if I could go back to rugby union, I would. I think just playing, especially 15-a-side. I love playing 15-a-side. It was one of my favourite sports, but then just had to give it up to play rugby league.
And what's your position? Like, what's your favourite position? What do you like to play?
In rugby union or rugby league?
Actually, you play for Para, so league.
Oh, definitely lock.
Sorry?
Definitely lock.
Nice. And so I'm just wondering, because I never knew of this, because I'm like your mum, a netball player. My brother's was the footy players, but does the numbers mean positions or it doesn't mean anything?
Yes, each number is a position. If 1 through 5 or 1 through 7 is like the backs, and then 11 through 13 are the forwards.
And your number?
13.
13, and that's a lock position.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, cool. I like that number now. I think that's going to be one of my favorite numbers. So, just talking about your journey, what inspired you to start playing? Like, as you said, it was a lot of family support, but as in, if we just put the family aside, as in River, what inspired you as a little girl? Can you remember one little thing?
I think growing up, me and my siblings, we always, I guess, got dragged around to our parents' games. My dad and my mum played a lot of footy during the weekends, and I guess just being there and being around the sport just made us, I guess, play. We'd always play with all the little kids, all the family's little kids, and we'd all get together and just play like footy while our dads would be playing. And I think when I got introduced into playing footy, I think I fell in love with it straight away. I remember the first time I played my first game for Bullaroo, which is a club in Newcastle. And I played, I think it was maybe under 5s or under 6s, and I played with my cousin. And I think I scored my first try in that game. And then ever since then, I've just kept on playing footy.
Wow, that's beautiful. Can you share a moment when you felt proud to represent like your culture as a Parramatta Leagues player?
Definitely representing the Cook Islands in the Pac Champs last year, 2024.
Yes.
I went into the experience as like just fresh out of high school. I got the call up from one of the coaches. I got selected from a tournament up in Queensland, up in the Gold Coast. And then from there, I think being there, I wasn't expecting to play. I think I was named at maybe 19. And then I think just being there, learning more about my culture, getting to know all the girls and learning more about my cookie side, I think that was a proud moment, and being able to debut as well in Fiji in front of all my family, I think that would have been one of the highlights as well.
Wow, can we just put that photo of, is that possible?
If I do, it'll lose her image.
Oh, it'll lose her image, okay. We seen that photo of you in that Pacific Cup. That was like, for me, I thought, wow, like, I have been watching your journey since you're a little girl, and that's what you do. When you watch them as they were little, and then you finally like see them. Wow, look at that! That's awesome. We can't really show it at the moment until I think after. But yeah, like very proud of you for being on even that flyer Pasifika Cup. That's just awesome, River. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. So let's just deep into your identity and culture. How do you stay connected to your Cook Islands roots while playing in such a competitive space? Because you're a role model for para eels, and I see your lollies, and does your mum make the necklaces and stuff for you?
Yeah, I think my mum makes some, but I think she got some other people to make them for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's been almost every away game that I've had. I had heaps of family in New Zealand and then in Brisbane. and they actually all ended up coming and supporting me and also bringing me a lolly lays as well.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. Like, it was so proud of you. What does it mean to you to be a role model, not only for, because you're in Sydney, obviously the Pasifika young people, women or young girls do look up to you that want to be a rugby player and could be too scared to move forward and do it because they probably think it's a boys sport, if that makes sense. But
yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, so like, what does it mean to you to be a role model?
I think being a role model for all the Polynesian kids out there is very important to me, just because over here in Australia we have everything we could ever want, especially in these NRL teams, NRL teams. We have the facilities, the coaching staff, whereas back in the islands, those kids don't get anything like that. They don't get the opportunities, but to be a role model for them is just to show them that, us kids from the islands, we can make it. And if we just keep on believing in our dreams, then it'll come true.
Yeah, that's true, because I'm sure there's young Cook Island kids over there in the islands, looking at you, dreaming that they want to come to Australia, so it's good that you are not only playing but also now, like, you're going to be, now all the kids are going to be looking at you and saying, wow, like, I want to be like her, how can I be like her? And then it's good. I think it's good that you've come on so you can give them that encouragement. I have some more questions from the people. Does your mum and dad have a separate training routine for you besides what you have with Power?
Growing up, we obviously had like our club trainings and that, but my mum and my dad would definitely they would encourage us to do extra trainings, obviously, because talent can only get you so far, but if you put in the effort and you put in the work, it will definitely help on your journey. Also, my Uncle Ray, I don't know if he's watching this, but he was also another massive he played a massive role in my footy career as well. He also pushed me. We had a lot of training sessions with my siblings and my cousins, and he would just push us to, do the best we can. He would always bring me up and just give me feedback on my game or give me advice, things I can do for my next game to improve. So definitely my parents and my uncles and basically all my family as well, they just pushed me a lot.
That's beautiful. Can you tell us some of the things that, as a woman, because you're a young woman now, happy birthday, I should say. As a woman playing league, lots of injuries occur. Are there special techniques you follow to protect yourself being a contact sport?
Yes, I've actually had a lot of setbacks, no major injuries, but there've just been some times where I've got injured in a few games, and it does take a long time to recover, and you want to be 100% before you can step on that field. And I think one thing that's most important for me is making sure I'm getting my recovery in, my nutrition. I know at our clubs we have a lot of physios and S&Cs that help us to give us advice, so we can use it to prepare for our games, to make sure we're 100%.
Yeah, nice. Look, I don't know, do I still have time? Okay, what does, can I ask that one at the end? Hold on, I've got a few more because it's about leadership. What advice would you give to our young girls who feel shy, unsure about stepping into leadership? How do you handle pressure and stay grounded when things get tough?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, put me on the spot there. I think definitely just back yourself. I think just you know who you are as a player and you know what you're capable of, and don't be afraid to get out there and voice your opinions. In this space, you have to have a voice, and a lot of people will respect what you have to say and will respect what you do. So I think just finding your voice and voicing your opinion can definitely help. I think as well, just having a go, even though you may not like it or you may not be the best at it, there's like different ways how you can improve to better your game. But yeah, definitely I'll just tell the girls to just have a crack, have some fun, and make sure you're enjoying it as well, because you don't want to do something and you're not having fun.
Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you for that. Have fun with it, eh? That's the main thing. You got to love it. If you could create a program for young athletes, what would it focus on?
I think just going back to my last answer, the last question, I think just like building up confidence, and I think just finding the passion for your sport and making sure that you're confident in what you're doing. I think nowadays, like in our sport right now, some players, I guess, lack the confidence, like especially coming to big programs like NRW, for example. Like it can be intimidating at times to take that big step. But I think just backing yourself and just building that confidence within the athletes is very important.
Thank you, Riva. I think, all right. Let's leave with, what message do you want to leave with for the next generation of Cook Islands? And then, yes, let's go with that, and then we'll ask about your next schedule.
Sorry, what was the question?
Oh, what do you want to tell the kids before you leave? What do you want to say to them?
I could say so much. Probably just, if you have a dream, chase it. Don't let anyone stop you. Just know that God is always there by your side through your journey every step of the way.
Good girl. And for your schedule, how are we looking for the rest 6 months? 5.
Right now we currently have 2 NOW games left for Parramatta. Because unfortunately on the weekend we had to win that game to make the finals. So because of that we got knocked out. So we just have 2 games left, and then I think coming up we have Pacific Championships coming up, I think in October. So that will be coming up soon.
And where is that?
There's games all over. I think some in Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, Australia. But yeah, all the different teams will just be playing at different locations.
And so who will you be playing for?
That's a very good question. Not sure at the moment. But we'll see.
Okay, well, I will hope you play for Cook Islands.
Yeah.
Okay, can we follow you on a page or something, or, is there a fan page, and where will we find you next?
I'm not sure of any fan pages that I have, but you can definitely find me on like my Instagram. And I think that's about it, actually.
Okay, so we'll just tell everyone to go and follow you on Instagram at River.Allo.
Yeah, river.allo.
Okay, river.allo. So, and you know what? I just want to say thank you again for your time, and I appreciate, the words that you've given, because sometimes it's hard to speak to our young people. And I have teens myself. I have a son the same age as you, and we're trying to get a message across. Sometimes it doesn't get through. So it's nice to have, you know, someone that is in rugby league. Parramatta Eels, my brothers go for Para. So I hope he's watching. And we're just all very proud of you, River. So thank you again for being here. And Cook Island, in Cook Island they say akamaro iroi. So be strong, and you know, you already asking God to bless and help you along the way, and that's the right path. So thank you again for being here. And we're going to follow you and cheer on for you. So please, when you come up here, let us know so we can support you.
Yes, I definitely will. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thanks, baby. All right. Now, you've seen it all, everybody. River Alo, or maybe in Ireland we say alo. I hope I'm saying it right. And you know, she's just so beautiful. Just, you know, we've been doing pageants this year. We've been doing fashion shows.
Morena's here.
And now it's time for our next speaker. But before we go into that, we're just gonna have a little break.
Kia ora nā, kia ora nā, e te tua e nua, te marama I roto I toko mākau, te aroa au. Ia koe, tōku e nua, te puera o te Pasifika, te vai.
Okay.
Okay. So next up we have Auntie Maureen. She's the co-producer for Pasifika Made. Auntie Maureen is a Murray elder, storyteller and culture of activism, art and community empowerment. As a co-producing elder of Pasifika Made, she brings spiritual grounding, cultural wisdom and fierce love for her people. Her contributions to Indigenous broadcasting, theatre and forgot that, she would tell you. Presence this Sunday is a festival, and it is a blessing to all who gather with Auntie Maureen. Reminds us that storytelling is a ceremony and every gathering is a chance to honour our ancestors. I know she's here to talk about the Brisbane Festival and Pasifika Made because Queenie couldn't make it today. Queenie, but anyway, look, let's get Auntie Maureen on. She's been waiting. Kia ora, Auntie Maureen. She will tell us what's going on.
What's your name?
Kia ora, Auntie Maureen. I'm Tina. How are you?
Hi. All right, thank you very much, Tina.
It's so good to meet you. Please, we just got this news today, and we're all excited to hear. If you want to speak about Queenie, wherever you want to tell us, we'd like to listen.
Okay, Queenie Pelese is the artistic director of Pasifika Made, Brisbane Serenades, part of the Brisbane Festival, which is happening at the Powerhouse this Sunday, 7th of September. It's a twilight event from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. So there'll be Polynesians, Micronesians, and Melanesians. And I come in with the Melanesian side of the story. So the Pasifika Made is bringing together artists and communities from across the diaspora and the Moana in a very vibrant program of arts, culture, and ceremony. And there'll be artists, and there'll be a marketplace in the village, in the Pacific Village, called to be held in the Pleasure Dome. So there'll be an island stage where people will be dancing, or communities representation will be dancing, but in the Pleasure Dome, there'll be weavers, carvers, and rivers, or like tattoo making and all that sort of stuff. So from the PNG section, we have there's a carver called Ted Solian who will be carving what we call a lakatoy, which is a crab-like claw sails canoe that was part of the barter system that sailed between the Motuan villages of Port Moresby along the coastal villages there with the Gulf people of Papua New Guinea. And they traded Toya shells. That's where the Papua New Guinea currency is called from, the Toya shell money, and traditional riches, clay pots. In exchange from the Gulf people, they collected sago, like a staple food, and some other traditional ornaments. Is there any questions you want to ask, or should I continue?
I wasn't prepped for any questions. I just was gonna let you tell us
Okay,
what it was.
I'll talk. Cut me in if you want to stop me or anything like that. Okay, from the dancing groups, there'll be Manus. 5 Garamut drummers have come from Manus province in Papua New Guinea, all the way from PNG as part of the 50th independence celebration of Papua New Guinea. Now, that actual date is on the 16th September, and it was we Australians were early administrators or early colonial masters, and we gained independence from Australia in 1975, 16th September. So the whole of September will be a activity of activity for the Papua New Guinean community or diaspora living here. On the 16th of September at sunset, the Story Bridge are organized for it to be lit up in PNG colors of red, black, white, yellow, and it will be on till sunset that evening on the next day in 16th September, 17, the morning of the 17th of September. So there'll be a barbecue hosted by the Papua New Guinea Federation Queensland Inc. for the community. But as part of that whole celebration, we have the Umelalo Nama Dancing Group, which is a PNG Narakabadi in the central province of Papua New Guinea, led by Mr. Charles Sito. Now, the group's formation was established and led by the late Mr. William Bray and late Mr. Charles Adamson. So this is going to be their first time to perform after the death of the ancestors, and the elders. And the women will be resembling the dancing of a willy-wag-tailed bird with the graskets, and they'll also be part of the workshops to be done at the Pleasure Dome. And the men will be using drums. And for the Logohu Dancing Group, which were featured on Channel 9 this morning, they have, they're from the Tatana village, but they're based in Logan, Woodridge, and they'll be performing dancing from the Lakatoi voyages and also a Kitoro. Now, if you see the young ladies, they have revers or tattoos from under their eyes. It resembles tears of the joy and tears of sadness when the men folk, the brothers, the uncles, the fathers that sailed the canoe, Lakatoi canoe, and some of them perished and never returned with all the riches. But some did return and then call out Edioro. Now that's going to be featured on the island stage as well. And the Manus dances, there'll be about 30 of them, along with the 5 Garamuts beaters that are coming from Papua New Guinea. So it's a collaboration between them and the Manus-based diaspora here in Brisbane or Southeast Queensland. So there'll be a workshop as well, and there'll be Manus beading and basket weaving. And as part of the Melanesian group, the Kingaroy Solomon Islands Pen Pipes, led by Uncle Elder Richie, will also be participating. And for them, they have what they call the bamboo pan pipes, and they're representing all 9 provinces in the Solomon Islands. They will perform different songs from different provinces of Solomon Islands. And so that should be exciting in itself. They've got about 30 dances as well. And they're from Kingaroy, and they're up at about 3:30 to dance in the evening. And obviously we have Welcome to Country, and there'll be smoking ceremony starting at 3 p.m. But there's a whole heap of activities, so there'll be an incredible array of performances headlined by the program features dynamic acts including Pania Fred Leone, Pacific for Ghosts, and Eve Nicolau, delivering a powerful celebration of contemporary Pacific and indigenous music and cultures. And as I said, the marketplace will be really filled up with lots of Polynesian and Micronesian and Melanesian representation. And of course, there'll be stalls, 30 stalls in all. So it's, I think it falls on Palm's Day as well. So do come along early to try and get a spot, a car park if you can. And it's free, and even if you're coming by City Cat, the Brisbane Powerhouse is only one stop away, so that'd be a good opportunity to come and watch what's on offer. And that there'll be Ranu James as well as Natalie Richards, who will be looking at portraying their works of rivers of tattooing, and presenting a documentary and some books about film making. So that's about it, really, unless you want to have any questions you want to ask, Tina.
Oh, I'm just reading the, I think it's the website, the festival, the actual page, and I can see the three girls with,
Oh, the three girls, the one with the headdresses and all that.
yeah, it's got the costumes on, is that queen?
Okay, the one with the white feathers is Monica Raisin, who's from the Mekeo Unga clan, meaning that she's from the sorcery clan of Mekeo Feifa village in the central province of Papua New Guinea. And then the one with the one in the middle is Miona Bule. She's from Manus, which is up north, right on the tip of New Guinea Islands. And then we have from the National Capital District, we have Boyo, who is going to be part of the Logohu dancing group, where they'll display the Lakatoi dancing. And her father is a carver, and he's carving out the big Lakatoi, which is like 3 meter by 2 meter, with sails and all that sort of stuff that he'll be using in the Plaza Dome.
That's awesome. Like, I can see there's going to be workshops.
Yeah, there'll be workshops for making string bags. They are for Mekeo, which can be carried like for shopping bags or and all that sort of stuff. And also there'll be like beading and dancing workshops, and how to make baskets from the young sago shoots that are soaked in turmeric and crushed turmeric boiling water, and then you have that yellow effect.
Nice. So it's not just like one little thing. Like
No, it's quite big, because Papua New Guinea, it has 850 different languages. So that's why I'm speaking in English, because I produce a radio program in English as well. And when I do have people from the northern side, they talk in Tok Pisin, and if they're from the southern side, they speak Motuan. So 850 different languages, and it's quite difficult to have one common language. But Papua New Guinea's Tok Pisin is a bit gaining popularity now. And I'm talking to you, and Queenie is coming through as well in the phone call. So maybe she's just checking to see if I'm online or not. Or
does she want to come in, or is she?
I don't know. Just try and see. I'm not sure. I think she's in a meeting at the moment.
So she was in a meeting, and that's why
yeah,
she asked you.
That's why she's asked me to step in for her. But she's the artistic director, and she organized Boyo Solien and Miona Bule and Monica, and that's the marketing brand. That's the face of the Pasifika made, and mainly the reason being the three Papua New Guineans featured from the different traditional tribal grouping is because Papua New Guinea is celebrating its 50 years of anniversary, as I said before. Now, we do have the Highlands region who are not represented in that image, because there's not a lot of, there are Highlands representation, but I've tried to reach out to them verbally. But deadlines were pressing at this stage, and budget too was an issue as well. So that's why we don't really have a lot of Highlands representation. But there should be a dancing group coming from the Southern Highlands province, and the Melpa Women's Association of PNG, who are based here in Brisbane, will be putting on a Jiwaka dancing performance on the 13th of September at Bill Norris Oval. So it should be a hype of activities for all Papua New Guineans. And also there's a Miss Hiri Hanenamo, which is a um, beauty queen from the National Capital District coming down to Australia, Brisbane on the 11th of September to participate on the 13th of September and part of the Brisbane Toowoomba Flower Festival.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any social media or pages where we can follow to everything?
Okay, for the other Papua New Guinea, you can go to the Papua New Federation Queensland Inc., whereas the Brisbane Powerhouse, which we are promoting today, is the Brisbane Festival, Pasifika Made. And there should be a page for it as well, Pasifika Made on Facebook. I can't remember the link, but I can, when I get off, I can send it to you. Or,
Oh, that's
yeah.
okay. And where do we find you then? So do we follow?
When you say you, are you referring to Papua New Guinea dances or me in person or workshops or?
Oh, well, I only was told about the festival and then
Yeah, Brisbane Power Festival will be 7th of September. I'll reinforce that. And it's part of the Brisbane Festival. And Pacifica Made is also showcasing more Melanesians and representation from Papua New Guinea. But there will be Samoans. Hey Mana is the MC. I don't know if you are aware of him.
Hey, Mana.
From the Hey Lani group.
Oh, right.
From Woodbridge. They're Pacific Islands contemporary music portraying performances and from Hawaii, Tahiti, Cook Islands, and I'm not sure about Maori, but yeah.
Yeah. And where are you right now?
I'm in Radio 4AB Studio 4, talking to you.
Wow, okay, because I just was like, yeah, shocked. I wasn't sure whether you were in PNG or, because it was really fast. Queenie just said one sentence and we just moved. And then give the link and then, yeah. So.
No, I'm based here in Brisbane.
You're based in Brisbane?
Yes, I am, yeah. I produce a radio program at Radio 4EB.
Yes.
It's called PNG Hereva Talk Talk. So my show is on tomorrow from 9 till 10, and we're going to be promoting Pacifica Made on the program as well, which is a bold expression of Pacific cultural and contemporary arts.
Oh, that's awesome. Then you might know our president, Kevin Dando.
Oh, he's a good friend of mine.
Yes. He's our Cook Island president for Queensland.
I have to get him to pronounce the word sago properly for our staple food because he was emceeing for the Multicultural Titans night the other night, and Logohu dancers were performing there. And
Yes.
he read out the script, and yes, him and his wife are very good friends of mine. Thank you very much. Yes.
Awesome.
Do
yes.
pass my best to them.
Yes. Thank you. Well, you've said it all. You've told us what is happening. So what's the next for you? You.
For me personally, I think I usually used to be with the Papua New Guinea Federation Queensland Inc. I was the vice president of that organization, and I was part of the formation since 2011, since this year, and I've stepped aside and letting the young ones hold the rein, and I'm supposed to retire gracefully, but I'm helping out with the Brisbane Festival. So I'm pretty sure maybe my next one would be, I'm dreaming of having a real canoe, va'a, and laka toys all at the Brisbane Festival powerhouse area.
Yes.
To have a bold expression of all the different types of canoes, traditional canoes sailing in that river, and having traditional dances along the beaches. That's my aim or vision rather.
That's beautiful. Well, like now that we've met, we are going to stay connected with you. I've sent you an email with the link, so us over here, anything you need, you just let us know, and we're here to support. Here, Kuki Connect, Pasifika TV Radio. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much that you have brought some Papua New Guinea here to spread the love and tell us about the Brisbane Festival and the Pasifika Made group and what you are doing. We're like awesome.
Sharing is caring. So it's, our blue ocean is quite big, but it connects us all together through one canoe and one language, one song, which is the
Yes.
ocean in itself, connecting us all together through stories interwoven through mats and that, and baskets and weaves and tataus and all that of our traditional heritage.
Thank you, Auntie.
Thank you so much. And kia orana, is that what I
Yes.
say for kukale?
E kia manuia.
Kia manuia.
Kia manuia.
Kia manuia. Okay.
And we'll talk soon. Thank you so much for being on Pacifica TV Radio.
Maloa pito.
Maloa pito. Meita ki mata.
Meita ki mata. Bye.
Kia orana, kia orana, e te tua e nua, te marama I roto I toko mākau, te aroa au. Ia koe, tōku e nua, te puera o te Pasifika, te vai.
This week, guys, do not forget to get something for your dad. Okay, so everyone, hang on, I haven't set it up yet. I'm going to show you a little compilation that I put together. But before I do that, I will read this because I hope my dad's watching. And I know that everybody has different situations about dads and children. So, some people just like don't have dads. So, anyway, this is a Father's Day special this week. This week, our show is dedicated to celebrating all dads, grandfathers, uncles, and want to acknowledge the profound impact in our families, your strength, your wisdom, all foundations that help us stand tall. We often talk about the strength of a father, but it's in the guidance and quiet sacrifices. You make every advice, the unwavering support, the lessons, the things that shape who we are. For me, and you are our first heroes that we know, that teach us about our heritage and remind us about humility and a loving heart. This Sunday, let's make sure we show our appreciation to our fathers, uncles, dads, our, what do you call them, metuas? Tupunatane, a simple phone call, a shared meal, and a heartfelt thank you. These gestures can mean the world. Let's celebrate our men that's been guiding us, that's encouraged us, that stood by us thick and thin. To every father out there, your presence matters more than anything. And that we are proud to say Happy Father's Day to you all. For 2025, we honor you this week on Sunday. Kia orana e kia manuia.
Pasifika.
Wednesdays, 12 o'clock on Pasifika TV Radio. I'm your host Tinta. You're watching Kuki Connect. Ka kite e kia manuia.